there's one autograph missing from this ticket that would make it the most unique Chicago Bulls collectible in the world. Now, it was January of 1998, the middle of the Last Dance season, and Dennis Rodman had a problem. Scottie Pippen had been out for months, so Rodman was playing 40 plus minutes a night. He was practically getting 20 rebounds a game, and he was burned out. His performance started to dip, and Rodman knew he could not be playing non-stop without any breaks all the way until June. He was eventually going to break, and without an energized and focused Dennis Rodman, the Chicago Bulls had no chance of winning the NBA title. But you see, Dennis Rodman came up with a crazy plan to get his season back on track.
So Dennis says, I need a vacation. And I look at Phil and say, Phil, what do you mean vacation? He says, he needs a vacation. He needs some time off to let loose. I say, look, Phil, let me tell you something, man. If anybody needs a vacation, I need a vacation. You still out need to go to Vegas? Then he looks at Dennis and said, Dennis, well, can your vacation be like 48 hours?
Rodman left with his girlfriend at the time, Carmen Electra, for his 48-hour Vegas trip, but he didn't come back when he was supposed to. So MJ had to come and find him and rip him out of his room. But when Rodman returned, he did not miss a game the rest of the season. And without his defense in the playoffs, the Bulls do not secure their second three-peat. Now, one guy heard this story watching the Last Dance documentary, and he came up with an idea. Because tickets from the most iconic games in sports history have been taking off in value, he wanted to find out which game Dennis Rodman missed on his 48-hour Vegas trip in January. And then he wanted to get Dennis Rodman, Carmen Electra, and Phil Jackson all to sign the same ticket. So we got this ticket from the Bulls-Hornets game on January 21st, and then he was able to secure two of the signatures, Dennis Rodman's and Carmen Electra's, but he was never able to get Phil. So this collector decided to get it graded by PSA, and right now he's selling it in our partner Golden's October Legends auction, closing on November 1st. Now, as is, this is already a super desirable piece of Bulls history. But what if whoever bought this actually was able to get Phil and maybe even Michael Jordan to sign this ticket too? How much would that add to the price? Now, to hear more stories on the coolest sports collectibles on the planet, just drop us a follow.